Hi and welcome to another unboxing video. Today's my birthday and I've got a little treat for myself. I've been after an Apple Watch since they were first released, and due to monetary constraints and the temptation to wait for something better to come out, I've waited until Series 2, but finally I have the Apple Watch Nike Plus 42mm space grey aluminum case with black bolt Nike Sport Band Apple Watch Series 2. And today I'm going to unbox. Super excited to get this. I've been waiting for this for a long time. So in typical Apple style, we've got a very understated box here, very elegant, very shiny clear wrapper on there. We roll it over, not a lot of detailing on the box itself. We see we've got the Apple Watch details on the end, the Watch Nike Plus logo on the top, and I pre-ordered this from the Apple store, so I have no idea what's under there. But let's go ahead and open this up. So, very carefully. I really love unboxing Apple products. They really are an event. And there we have it. Let's go ahead and see what's inside the box. Oh, I hear the whoosher there. These boxes fit so well, and there's actually nothing on this end of the box there. So, designed for athletes by Apple and Nike. Well, I'm not sure I qualify as an athlete, but I do like to go running. Let's see what we've got in here. So, nice little envelope there. Got the Apple Watch Nike Plus logo, and I'm guessing, oh yeah, we've got a quick start guide, some regulatory information, and yeah, I've never opened one of these before, so I don't know what to expect. It looks like, is that actually a spare band? Or that's a smaller band, so it looks like they're throwing a smaller band in case the standard one's too large for your wrist. Let's go ahead and have a look at what's underneath first of all. And yeah, another one of these standard Apple chargers, and we have the magnetic charging cable. Isn't that neat? Look how they've put a little tab in there so we can rip the card. Of course, you do need a charging cable with the Apple Watch. Despite being effectively the third generation of Apple Watch now, these things do still need charging pretty regularly. You're going to get used to charging every night, and they do supply this neat little magnetic charging coupler that goes on the back of the phone. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if there's anything else in here before we jump onto the phone. No, that's it for the box. Let's put that out of the way. And let's have a look at the watch itself. Hopefully I've made a good choice. It's quite an individualistic colour choice, so I'll stand by that. Yeah, as you can see, it's all wrapped up in protective material at the back. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off. It's got some instructions on here first. Oh, I see, that's for fastening the strap. Let's see if we can get all of these things off. Apple do a very good job of protecting their devices so they come to you in pristine condition, which really makes these unboxings a great pleasure. And there we go. And you can see on the back we have the optical sensors for detecting heart rate, and a very nice glossy space grey case and screen. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get this stuff out of the way, and then we're going to do the turn on and the pairing with the iPhone. Only a few years ago, buying an electronic device such as this, you would have got quite a comprehensive instruction manual with it. But with designers moving more and more towards a "don't make me think" approach to UI design, we get a lot of these quick start guides, and Apple is no exception here. Rarely do you see anything in the box with an Apple product that you don't need, and that's great from a design perspective because these things are easy to use. But it's also great for for the manufacturer, because all of this stuff has to be shipped over from China, and if there's a huge instruction manual in there, then it just increases the weight and the size of the packaging. So it's good all round. So in typical Apple fashion, this doesn't really say a lot. So it's telling me that I need to install the Apple Watch app on my iPhone and go ahead and turn it on. So, okay, we're going to need an iPhone. So let's just turn this on. Here we go. And hopefully somewhere on here, there we go, we've got the Apple Watch icon. Let's see how easy this really is. Good morning. If you have an Apple Watch, you can pair it with your iPhone here. Start pairing. Sounds easy enough. Okay. Hold Apple Watch up to the camera. Align it with the viewfinder below. Okay. Okay, so I guess, hang on, I'll need to do it like this. Where's it gone? There it is. Okay. So I have no idea what's going on. Okay, well I've taken some firm advice from my wife, and the advice was RTFM, and if you know anything about electronics you'll know exactly what that means. The first thing this says is to start pairing your Apple Watch, put on your Apple Watch and then put the app on. So I think we'd better go ahead and actually wear the watch. Let's see if this makes a difference. Let's get this on. Okay, well this isn't turning out to be quite as obvious as I was hoping. So I went ahead and put on the watch as the instructions explained. Yeah, it's quite easy to do. It's quite a heavy little thing, but you basically wrap the strap around your wrist. There's a little peg that goes through any of these holes, so it's quite flexible in terms of wrist size, and then you simply tuck the extra into there. It didn't tell me to do this, but I actually went ahead and pressed the power button, held it in, and now as you can see we've got the little Apple logo on there, and yeah, I guess we're just waiting to see if the watch comes up and does something different. Okay, so the watch has gone through its startup sequence. I'm now being prompted to make a language selection, but I'm going to go ahead and go back to the app and just see if we can actually start pairing it from here. So start pairing, it tells me that I need to hold the Apple Watch up to the camera and align it with the viewfinder. But you know what? I just can't get it to do that. So let's try pairing manually. No. Well, let's try this. Let's turn the Apple Watch on and we'll go through the selections from here. Choose region United States. Back up. Okay. And it's thinking about it. Okay, now this starts to make sense. Yeah, these instructions are useless. We'll get rid of those. So it's now telling me to open the Apple Watch on my iPhone and tap Start Pairing. So we've done that. And it looks like we're doing something, are we? Try this again. I still have no idea what's going on. Okay, so far not a great experience of the setup. So what I did was to do a factory reset of the Apple Watch, get it back into its original condition, which it should have been in anyway because it's just come from the factory. So now I'm going to go ahead. I've done the country and the region selection and the language selection. So I'm going to go ahead and click start pairing on there, start pairing on there. I'm going to say pair Apple Watch manually because we've not had much success. Okay, we'll tap that. So now it's telling me use this name to select your Apple Watch for manual pairing, which I've done, and then enter the 6-digit code displayed on your Apple Watch. Now, there is no 6-digit code displayed on my Apple Watch. So what to do, Apple? Okay, I'm going to try this one last time. Start pairing. Hold the Apple Watch up to the camera. And that does nothing. Okay, let's try again. So, I've reviewed the Apple Watch installation instructions online, and apparently we're doing things the correct way, so I'm going to go ahead again and start pairing and start pairing. I've also done a restart of the iPhone, just to be sure. I've verified that Bluetooth and Wi-Fi is enabled, and this time it worked. So, the moral of the story is, if you're having problems syncing your Apple Watch to your iPhone, restart the iPhone, I guess. So, yeah, there we go. So, let's set up Apple Watch as it suggests. You can see the logo on the screen matches, which is really nice. Wrist preference, I wear it on the left. Okay. Oh, the terms and conditions. Okay, just hang fire for 5 minutes while I read all of the terms and conditions before I agree to them. Said nobody ever. Yes, I agree. Okay, so let's just go ahead and enter a password. It goes without saying that I was not going to do that on camera, so let's go ahead and click next. That's to enter my Apple ID, which is verifying. And there's my notification that my Apple ID was used to sign in on another device. So a good indication that something's happening, although this is taking a long time. Cool. So now it's asking me if I want to enable workout route tracking. That is presumably going to be to enable the GPS in the Apple Watch Series 2, which is a new edition this time. I am going to enable that. I don't often run outside, but that's something I'm hoping to do a little bit more of this year. Now it's asking me for shared settings. Yeah, settings for location services, etc. Okay. Oh, now I'm going to create a passcode for the Apple Watch. Okay. Now, for obvious reasons, I didn't show you me entering the passcode, but that's done. Now it's asking, do you want to unlock Apple Watch with your iPhone? Yes, that sounds like a great idea. And yeah, so now I can set up activities on the iPhone. Okay, yeah, loads of stuff I have to put in here. You know, my birth date, sex, height, weight. I'm not going to tell you any of that stuff. I don't use a wheelchair, but that's about as far as I'm going to go on this video. So let's put that to one side, and we'll take a quick look at the Apple Watch itself. So I went ahead and entered all of my personal information there. What was really neat is that I've used the Apple Health app in the past using my Up 3 tracker band, and it remembered an awful lot of the detail I put in there, so I've been keeping track of weight and things like that, and that was all pre-selected for me. So now it's asking me to set a daily move goal, set a daily calorific move goal based on how active you are or how active you'd like to be. I'm going to go with moderately because unfortunately I have quite a sedentary job, although I do like to get on the treadmill every day. So I'm going to go ahead and set that move goal. We'll see how that works out. And now it's asking me whether I want to join the Nike Plus Run Club. Are we going running today? Yeah, why not? Let's download the app. Also enabling Apple Pay. So this looks pretty cool. It's telling me that it can install available apps which I've got installed on my iPhone that work with Apple Watch and automatically put them onto my Apple Watch for me. So I'm going to go ahead and tap Install All. And it's telling me my Apple Watch is almost ready. As you can see now, it's synchronizing and that looks like it's gonna take some time, so let's jump cut. Six years later. Wow, that took a long time to synchronize. Enough time for a cup of coffee and a shower, but it looks like we're all done. Now the Nike Plus app is synchronized with the watch, and it can, as you can see, the nice Nike branding on there. It's 12:01 on the East Coast. I'm not going to enter the passcode. And yeah, so welcome to the Apple Watch app. Now I can start to customize the phone. See what we can do. The face gallery, so we have different faces on there. The App Store. Yeah, that's the main one. Yeah, Pokemon Go. Here we go. No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, so I'm actually a big Pokemon fan. Really keen to get outside with the Apple Watch and start spinning some Pokestops on it. Yeah, well, I'm going to go away and have a play, and thank you for watching this unboxing. I will be sure to follow it up with a review in some time.